We're sorry for firing all the missiles. We're not going to fire any more missiles. We apologize. Let's go ahead and move on past this. And then immediately after that, they fire more missiles. What the hell is going on? So the president of the Islamic regime released a message where he says there won't be any more Iranian attacks on neighboring states. Drone debris from Marina 23 setting cars on fire in Dubai's street. Why would you be attacking Dubai? This is a drone strike on Dubai's international airport.
Oh, that's so.
They're not going to attack anymore. Saudi Arabia also got attacked too today. Iran shooting another fucking drone off, hitting another area. Iran 30 minutes after apologizing to neighboring countries. But there are some people saying that the IRGC is now directly contesting what the president was saying. Cracks emerge in Iran's leadership as it reels under bombardment. So wait a minute, that statement that they made was actually true. In one of the most open criticisms, hardline cleric and lawmaker Hamid Rashai addressed the president on social media saying, "Your stance was unprofessional, weak, and unacceptable." If this is what's happening publicly, privately, they are crashing out. When the president later repeated his earlier statement on social media, he left out the apology that had so angered the guards and other hardliners, an embarrassing retreat. I don't think you read Trump's statement. I didn't, actually. So Iran, which is being beat to hell, has apologized and surrendered to its Middle East neighbors and promised that it will not shoot at them anymore. Iran is no longer the bully of the Middle East. They are instead the loser of the Middle East. President Trump on who's winning the war.
Their army is gone. Their navy is gone. Communications are gone. Their leaders are gone. 2 sets of their leaders are gone. They're down to their 3rd set. Their air force is wiped out. They have 32 ships. All 32 are at the bottom of the ocean. Other than that, they're doing very well, Coach.
Iran is reportedly holding a session to select the new supreme leader tomorrow. It's going to be projected to be held in a virtual Zoom meeting. They're like, yeah, let's just do this one over the phone, guys. Cracks emerge in Iran's leadership as it reels under bombardment. So wait a minute. So that statement that they made was actually true. So basically, let me see if I can read this. Iran's hierarchy is showing signs of fracturing over a war its leaders see as existential, with angry divisions between hardliners and more pragmatic factions laid bare. There we go. That's better. Laid bare over a row over President Masoud Pezeshkian's promise to not strike Gulf states. Fissures within Iran's ruling elite were suppressed under the iron rule of the supreme leader, but his killing a week ago has allowed them to spill out into the open. If this is what's happening publicly, privately, they are crashing out. They are massively crashing out. Can you only imagine? This is, yeah, that's why you cut off the head, exactly. And this means, honestly, if there is any sort of, I'm a doctor, we have an obligation to treat anyone, even injured enemy soldiers you're talking about something else. This is, my interest is not, it's not in the best interest of somebody that's helping. I'm not saying that you should go into the hospitals and shoot them. I never even said that. I said that whenever you're on a battlefield, your goal should be to neutralize every single enemy on that battlefield. That's explicitly what I was talking about. I was not talking about going into a hospital and killing doctors. I never said that. I was talking about inside of a war zone. You should just bomb them indiscriminately. If medics get killed, then they get killed. That's the way it is. It's a war. It's a war zone. Like, yeah, exactly. Holy shit. You're playing chess in a war? Yeah, some people are just...
Nah, bro, yeah, they're fucking playing.
Anyway, let's look at this here.
Actually.
And which allowed them to split into the open and then strike pile pressure on Tehran. The unrelenting bombardment mortally imperils the Islamic Republic, has prompted its fiercest acolytes, the Revolutionary Guards, to seize a bigger role in strategy. It's always good to have the religious nut jobs making strategy decisions, especially when the religious nut jobs want to martyr themselves. That has killed many top commanders. Sources close to Iran's leadership, speaking from inside the country, told Reuters the strains were starting to show among leading figures still alive after a series of killings of the U.S.-Israeli strikes. They spoke anonymously due to the sensitivity of the matter.
I don't know what he was
killing the other people.
I mean, I know I messed up, but so he was doing
them to tear each other apart.
I don't know what he was.
And what is this? Hardliners return on Margaret's divisions inevitable? It is. And that's what it's going to be. Why Iranians as Muslim extremists only have issue with USA and not Russia and China and India, countries that are not Muslim? Well, that's not really what's happening right now. It's totally different. And let's see here. Revolutionary Guard Corps angry at Peskov statement. So they actually are mad at him. Oh, my God. And so in one of the most open criticisms of Purushkin, a sign of internal division, hardline cleric and lawmaker Hamid Rezai addressed the president on social media saying, your stance was unprofessional, weak, and unacceptable. Oh, my God.
I mean, there's actually enough time for
the zealots running it now. I guess that's what it is. Holy shit. When the president later repeated his earlier statement on social media, he left out the apology that had so angered the guards and other hardliners, an embarrassing retreat. So he originally apologized, but now he took it out. So yeah, it's only a matter of time until this is over. I mean, I feel like really if that's happening this early, like it's fucking done, man. And you're wrong in regards to the medic situation, international law. International law isn't real. I don't recognize that as anything that's legitimate or should be listened to or adhered to in the case of, working in the best interest of your country. If international law makes it to where your country is less safe, then you shouldn't follow your country. You shouldn't follow the international law. It's pretty obvious. There is no international law. There's just simply power and the ability and willingness to exercise it. International law happens as a result of that. So anyway, again, like we've talked about this plenty of times, but I'm not going to get into it again. It's very annoying. In Iran's unusual system, an elected president, government, and parliament are subservient to a clerically appointed Ayatollah who wields ultimate authority as supreme leader and personally oversees the Revolutionary Guard and powerful bodies of state. So it looks like basically all of the information about how the Revolutionary Guard is having like dissent and everything, it seems to be true. Oh my God. I didn't expect that. Oh, this is about the bombing of the school. Okay, let's listen to it. This is relevant. We just got done talking about that.
Did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the Did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war and kill 175 people?
In my opinion, based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Iran did it?
Is that true, Mr. Hegseth? It was Iran who did that?
Investigating.
Still investigating.
But the only side that targets civilians is Iran.
We think it was done. We think it was done by Iran.
Yep.
Because they're very inaccurate, as you know, with their munitions. They have no accuracy whatsoever. It was done by Iran.
Oh.
Well, there it is. And the U.S. did it. Oh, I don't know. And pull me up. I have the funniest link. I'm not going to. I'm going to permaban you because you've typed it multiple times. Like, well, let me actually, you know what? I'm going to pull you up. We haven't had this for a while. Why do you think that you can spam? Like, you know, you've been following for a year or a little bit less than a year. Why do you think that you can spam the same message in chat when spamming is against the rules? Why do you think you can do that? I suck? Yeah, but like, why? Why did you think that it was okay to spam?
That's correct.
I'm just confused because, like, I mean, you clearly know what the rule is.
Crazy.
Why would you do this? I just want to understand what your thinking is because, like, I can't get inside the mind of a person that would think like this. Don't ban them? Oh, I don't know about that. Oh. Uh-oh. Looks like nobody's saying anything. Uh-oh. He's trying to get your attention. Well, looks like there's not a single. Isn't it weird how these people can't even explain why they do this? It's because they're just, you know, you're being annoying and attention seeking. Get out of here. You're so obnoxious. And about the link is good, we don't ban them. No, because if I did that, then everybody would spam their links constantly. Like there's no logic to this at all. Absolutely not. And is this a new one? Oh, we saw this one before too. Oh, this is, oh my God, this one is new. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ, that is massive. Oh my God. So somebody says you want us to respect a rule while you say international law doesn't exist. It's also rules. Rules need power to protect them, and once a country doesn't respect rules, it'll become not respectable. Okay. So we have somebody, you have a fundamental misunderstanding in the way that power is derived. So power is derived from the ability to exercise it. So what I mean by that is that basically I fully expect a country like Somalia to follow international law. And if they don't, they should be punished severely. I fully expect a country like Afghanistan to follow international law. And if they don't, they should be punished severely. But I don't fully expect China to follow international law, and I don't fully expect Russia or America to, because we're the bigger.
I don't know. Why am I getting?
What the rules are.
I mean, I assume you're about it the first match.
In this circumstance, you're Somalia.
Oh, but play. Oh, okay. But if normal people that don't, I would think they're about. Like there was a guy before.
That's crazy. That's
but
crazy.
yeah, I
That's
can.
a place you don't want to be. Oh, big mistake. Huge mistake.
Most people.
God damn, bro. Like this, I wonder if that's all the oil refinery. I wish this was AI generated like those videos with the regime shoot. I wish this was AI generated like those videos regime supporters post to Tel Aviv, but it's not. And there it is. Bastards surrender to hand over the country to its opposition leader. Well, they're going to have to eventually, right? Protests erupt in Havana. Yeah, there's another one, too. Oh, no. Is this...
Drawing a response from London. The UK is preparing one of its 2 aircraft carriers for possible deployment, with the crew ordered to be ready to sail in just 5 days. That move could put the Royal Navy in position in the Mediterranean as Britain looks to protect its forces and interests.
Bro.
Stephanie Bennett is in London with more on that.
1 or 2, yeah.
Hey, John, yes, things intensify in the Middle
What
East.
a fucking simp, bro. It's embarrassing.
Preparing for potential deployments, and you've also got American
B-1
bombers landing at RAF bases here in the UK today and also yesterday. The HMS Prince of Wales is currently in Portsmouth with UK.
That's actually a crazy
to the Mediterranean or the Middle East.
Harder than it looks.
Reportedly has been told, quote, they must be ready to leave in 5 days. Meanwhile, the UK ministry...
Keep in mind, I want to bring something up, is that the government in the UK has no problem weaponizing...
firing missiles into the region. Starting last night into today, several bombers could be seen landing at RAF Fairford in Gloucestershire. In addition, RAF Typhoon and F-35 jets have continued their operations over in Jordan, Qatar, and Cyprus and the wider region in defense of British interests and allies, of course. But the UK government
I thought the flag was racist.
By some of
because now they need to goad people into fighting.
Fast enough. It comes after the RAF base in Cyprus was struck by a drone. HMS Dragon.
Yeah, they send in drones everywhere.
But it won't be ready to leave the UK.
This just reminds me of that pirate game I played. Remember that? Bro, I cannot wait for that shit to come out.
Next week, they say.
That game was so fun.
Officials say
Holy
Britain
fuck,
has
that was
been
good.
Deploying more assets for
wow, what a game.
This is probably the most dangerous time of the last 30-odd years that I've been in uniform. And it's very clear that the demands on defence are rising. And that's why I think the Prime Minister said in his Munich Security Conference speech that we needed to spend more on defence and do it faster.
And the ministry says they have launched about 400 additional personnel to Cyprus in recent weeks.
Wow.
John?
Stephanie Bennett reporting live from London. Stephanie, thank you.
How about that, guys? And yeah, they're really trying to do a whole lot now, right? And Jesus Christ. And when I see be pressed, I think Trump is just annoyed with Europe not being there for the U.S. when we were there for them. Now they want to front like they've been on our side the whole time. Fuck them. Exactly, bro. 100%. And I officially announced Iran is out of the oil game. They'll be refining no more and exporting oil. They're closed. Exactly. And the thing is, like, if you shut down their oil refineries, you make defending them less of a useful proposition. Because if we can just blow up the oil refineries, then China can't get anything out of them. So, like, that's really the reason why. It's pretty fucking obvious. So that's it. And yeah, what are they going to do? Why would China want to protect them if that was it? Bro is legit realigning the world.
Just as we formed a coalition to eradicate ISIS in the Middle East, we must now do the same thing to eradicate the cartels at home.
So he's just going and killing everybody. Just killing everybody. Holy shit. All right. Well, I don't think you read Trump's statement. I didn't, actually. Let me take a look at it. Yeah, we're just killing everybody. All right. It's been a while. I've been waiting on this. Let me see it here. Trump announces that Iran will be hit very hard today. So Iran, which is being beat to hell, has apologized and surrendered to its Middle East neighbors and promised that it will not shoot at them anymore. This promise was only made because of the relentless U.S. and Israeli attack. They were looking to take over and rule the Middle East. It is the first time that Iran has ever lost in thousands of years to surrounding Middle Eastern countries. They have said, "Thank you, President Trump." I have said, "You're welcome." Iran is no longer the bully of the Middle East. They are instead the loser of the Middle East.
Oh, it literally did.
Yeah. And will be for many more decades until they surrender or, more likely, completely collapse. Today, Iran will be hit very hard. Under serious consideration for complete destruction and certain death because Iran's bad behavior are areas and groups of people that were not considered for targeting up until this moment in time. So basically he said, you said sorry, now we're going to kill you even harder. This is, bro... Finally, guys. I'm so fucking relieved. I'm so fucking relieved that we finally have somebody in here that knows how to deal with shit. Thank God. We are back. Yeah.
That's a good...
Are we back finally? Oh my God. Should have stayed in your way. Yeah, shouldn't have fucked around. And this is it. Not done yet. Exactly. Like this is the kind of shit I want to see more of. I love this. And did he really say that? Trump's an emotional baby? Well, sometimes the emotions work in your favor, and that's one of them. Not even with this, we're not back. Well, we're on our way back, right? I would say that. We're on our way back. Like, this is the kind of shit. You got to remember that, like, you need to, like, if you think that what Trump is saying is crazy, go back and listen to what Truman said. Trump is like a Teletubby. Like, this dude basically goes, so Oppenheimer, I think people know this because of the movie, right? Is that Oppenheimer was like, oh, well, I kind of feel bad that I made the bomb. President Truman hands him a fucking tissue and says, wipe the blood off your hands and never bring this crying bitch into my office again. He doesn't have blood on his hands. I do. That was it. That was it. and so anyway, no, I've been waiting on this. Yeah, Harry Truman was a maniac? Exactly. Like, thank God. That's it, man. I'm happy to see this. Trump is on it. We got one person who's unhappy about this. Let me pull up a message, okay? And Trump is unhinged. Good. Good. I want somebody that projects it's not left-wing, the war is insane, the USA is getting killed. I want somebody who appears like an unhinged psychopath to be the one that's in charge of the military. I do. I think that because, again, that's what scares people. You don't, like, we don't want to have a fight. We don't want to have a fight. So the best thing to do is to just completely scare the shit out of them, and then they stop. Duh. USA is getting killed? Projects lethality? It does. So how do I respond? Just type in the chat? Well, yeah. I mean, like, what do you mean, how do you respond? You have 700 messages. What are you unhappy about? Yeah, what is this? George Washington? Yeah, you got to remember, George Washington sailed over a frozen lake on Christmas Eve and murdered British soldiers in their sleep. That's it. So, like, you talk about Trump, oh, he shouldn't do this. You should know, you can't do that. You can't do this. Bro, you can easily do this. I'll pull up the clip and show you guys. Take a look at it. Actually, let me pull this guy up first. Iran is letting Israel and the USA use all their expensive interceptors. They haven't used any of their best stuff. What do you think they're waiting for? What do you think they're waiting for? How many supreme leaders and leaders are we going to kill? What do y'all think? You think maybe after the third one, you bomb the fuck out of Dresden? Yeah. For the stocks to be depleted? They expected the top leadership to die? Really, they did. It doesn't matter that much? Well, then why are they fighting with each other publicly and issuing conflicting statements now? Do you think they planned for that too? Because you've got the IRGC getting mad at the president. That never happened when the Ayatollah was in command. All their commanders are in the hills. You don't know that.
Yeah, let me.
Why? Do you really have the arrogance to believe that you know?
I don't even know if you're still here.
Iranian military
I feel like you're a
bot.
bot.
United States and Mossad doesn't. Do you really think that? There's no way you really think that, do you?
Yeah, man.
Like I'm just curious. Rubio already walked back his comments. Trump and Rubio making statements? No, they weren't. The statement was people assumed with that statement they have way more missiles and drones than the USA and Israel can handle. Well then, okay, let me ask you another one. Why are the amount of missiles that they shoot off every single day going down by like I don't know, like 50% every day? Like, you know, it was like, let's say like 1,000, then it's 500, then it's 250, then it's 125, then it's 75, right? Or like whatever the fuck that would be, right? 82. Yeah, how's that work? You've been misinformed? Really? So you're saying that their combat effectiveness hasn't gone down? So let me get this straight. You think that the combat effectiveness of Iran has not been affected by us bombing them?
That's a good one.
Because the amount of interceptors expended goes down, they need to send through while the hits go down? The siren for Israel air attack was 15 minutes, now it's only 2 minutes? Well, yeah, that's because the siren was originally for Iran, but now it's for Hezbollah, which is in Lebanon, which is closer to Israel. Yeah, because they're getting bombed from Lebanon. You know that, right? As this goes on, the pain felt in the USA and EU will be very high. Sure. Economically, definitely. That's not the reason, for sure. And so third world smooth brain. I mean, do you really think that Iran is winning this? Do you think that they really planned? Like, I can't believe somebody would think like this, right? Do you really think that they planned to have all of their leadership get wiped out? Then why did they build bunkers? Why did they build bunkers then?
That was kind
I mean, that's really like, what are the
I mean, we were kind of screwed. We were all behind.
The Ayatollah left his bunker? Yeah, but why would he have a bunker if he planned on getting killed? Why would he even do that? Like, you don't understand their religion? I don't agree with it, but it's an honor to be martyred. Then why are they doing, because he felt like it was the right moment? Okay, so you didn't answer the question, why would they build bunkers if they wanted to be martyred? But let's just move past that, because I think
they wanted to.
Like
they prefer being alive.
There, so you're not answering
like, it's
you know it's wrong.
Still an honor
but
to.
Let's move to the next one.
But
If it's an
They did
order to be martyred, then why are they doing the meetings over Zoom calls now and they're not announcing the new leader? If they want to get martyred, why are they not doing that anymore? They don't want to be martyred at all times. I see. So you think that all the times that they were martyred, they wanted to be martyred, and all the times that they weren't martyred, they didn't want to be martyred. Is that right? I just want to understand. I want to make sure I'm understanding this. No? Okay. They want to win. Ayatollah felt it was time to go. He was 86. Well, but why would they build the bunker in the first place, though? Like, if the Ayatollah thought it was time to go, then why would he build the bunker? I mean, I gotta say, at least this guy's responding quickly. I could say that's at least a good one, right? Mm-hmm. I can't type fast enough. I feel like you're misrepresenting what I'm saying. Well, why would the
that was crazy
bunker if that wasn't the reason?
I thought that wasn't.
Like, I'm just confused. Mm-hmm.
Barely snuck.
How does this work? I don't get it. We saw chatter. I don't think they plan to have their top staff get killed. So he could be killed. He's been living in that bunker for like 4 years.
And I didn't hit it, then what have happened?
I think that I've pretty much had, like, I'm gonna be honest.
Bro,
right?
what is this?
I've had enough of this. There's no way that we're gonna
What
make
is
it
that?
through this. Listen, he hasn't realized losing 40 ships. Yeah, what about all the ships? What about all the? Yeah, that's all right. All right, one more. What about the Iranian ships? How about that? Why would the leadership want themselves to
I have to do a 2.
Just wait a month. All right, everything is going according to plan. Just wait a month, and then we're going to find out exactly what happened. And can you misrepresent when you've been asking a question? I have no idea. Okay, anyway, this person is like, I'll time them out, right? But we're not going to ban him. We're not going to ban this guy. It's totally fine. Let me go back and look at the other comments here about it. And just write 1,000,000 years, Iran to have the last laugh. Yeah, what are your thoughts on about the special operation to liberate Iran or to not allow them to have nuclears or maybe fool with China? I don't think that's really it at all, honestly. Hyperloop to Russia, maybe? Definitely. That must be it. They have bunker busting missiles? Yeah, obviously. I mean, I don't even know why they would do that. Why even build the bunker in the first place? But who knows? Oh, boy. Oh, God, that's a good one. Here we go, and you're going to be surprised when
he's actually horrible.
Revealed. Oh, all the secret Americans that were actually killed that we didn't see anything of? Yeah, no, you're totally right about that. Absolutely. And Tehran Sharon oil depot was completely consumed by a massive blaze after Israeli airstrikes hit the facility. Oh my fucking God. Yep, Tehran is bombing. Tehran is burning, I promise. You're just not seeing it because of censorship. Guys, it's just because of censorship that you're not seeing this. Oh, of course. Iranian missile smashing into Tel Aviv.
Oh, yeah, it's one.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Of course, then.
Let's
700 isn't good.
We'll watch this one. We lost the AI war? Yeah.
المطار ده نعم تحرك بدين المطار يا رب الله يا
God damn. God damn. This is new and old? This is from a 12-year war. Wait a minute. So they're reposting old footage. Oh my God. Reposting old footage for this. Jesus Christ, this is from 2025? Yeah, I think that makes a little bit more sense, right? I mean, yeah, definitely. Going way too slow. I guess so. Just so you know, Israeli news channels actually address the "we're not using the big stuff yet" and claim that we have years of highly intimate intelligence about their missile program. We know exactly what they have. Yeah, I mean, like, these people knew what apartment building they were in. Do you really think they don't know what kind of missiles they're going to use? It's just like, I don't know how anybody can think like this and not realize that they're a fucking idiot. But unfortunately, there's a lot of those people anyway, and that's just how it is. And I know I want to defend Iran, but the U.S. is really turning into this bully that everyone else in the world is getting sick of. Wait, the U.S. by attacking Iran is turning into a bully? I think that you've got that a little bit backwards, man. I think it's been Iran that's been the problem. They've been the problem the entire time. They're the ones that are funding the bullies. They're the ones that are funding the terrorism. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm very confused by that. And virtue of being a third world power, we're always...
You would be very surprised. A lot of
people. Intelligence agencies are famously terrible.
I live in a place where...
Being good. Yeah, let me go back. I'll pull a few of these other comments up and find it. See if there's any more of these missile alerts, because it's usually about this type of day whenever it happens. Let me go and see this. The Israeli military says it's begun a wave of airstrikes targeting Hezbollah positions in Beirut. Oh boy. Oh my... Dude, these videos just get even more insane every day. Oh my god. Look at this. Holy fuck.
What is he?
God damn. God damn. Holy fucking shit. It's apocalyptic? Yeah, it is. Is that California? Okay, good one. As far as I know, it's not. And Israeli Air Force struck several fuel tanks in Tehran used by forces with the Iranian regime. Pentagon official says Congress, the U.S. spent nearly $6 billion during the first week of the war with Iran. Well, I'm surprised it's not more, honestly. I would expect it to be way fucking more. But this is where the carbon tax goes. Yeah, I do think it's kind of funny, like, watching all these, like, massive refineries go up in smoke and shit like that.
That's a good one.
At the same time, you think about the
basically, if
about, like, a car,
I couldn't get him, I had to get the ball, and I wasn't...
How much it costs for, like, a cow creating emissions, too. Do you think this will bring the Ukraine war to an end? I think that if Iran is neutralized, basically, that it will do that. I'll see if there's anything. People are saying that there's bombing going on in Beirut. Jesus Christ. Are these the... Is there a bombing notification going out? I don't even know.
I don't even know what they have.
I don't want to listen to that. It's extremely fucking annoying. And what is this here? We might have won the air attacks. What about the ground attack? The majority of people will change. People freezing and melting while China builds tens of thousands of coal plants. Oh, God. Do you think Revolutionary Guard will surrender or fight guerrilla with terror? I think that they will probably... I think they'll do both, actually.
I see why people hate Israel.
The Revolutionary Guard or like Iran...
I see why people hate Israel.
And then
there's a lot of propaganda about Israel.
What's going to end up happening is that there will be a percentage of them that will break off.
Not all propaganda.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, fuck. I didn't even realize that. Okay.
Propaganda
see if I can
against Israel.
Yeah.
Even though there are things.
Okay, so this is where I think the bombing.
Kind of just.
I don't know yet. They will
even bad, and it's
again. But that's it.
That some leftists would think put a line. But even not there, like most of the things they teach us very left wing about Israel is still propaganda.
Do you think this is a possibility to become a prolonged war for the United States? Yeah, I think so, absolutely. It definitely is. Like, there's definitely a risk for that. I mean, for sure. I think anybody saying that there's no risk for it, that's totally delusional. Now, I don't think that's necessarily going to happen, but if you don't do this in the right way, I think 100% it could go that way. For sure it could. I can civil war each other, we won't be in there. Well, I don't think that's really a good thing long term, right? But, yeah.
Sure.
And 8 days at the start. How do you feel about the intense fracking happening in Texas to supply the Europe LNG now? When Iran is freed, terrorist attacks will go down by a lot because people will lose
that's
their
good.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
by the way, I feel like there was lag, but that's not the lag. Well, that's mine.
And they happen
there was a little lag. Like, you could see lag when he hit it in because the ball turned completely flat.
Away too. And I think that's the other really big difference. Oh, this is the same video that we've already saw before. So we've gone through a lot of those to begin with. Iran needs an ultimate weapon, white women and minivans. Oh, God, no. And let me go. I will show you guys the video of the lasers, because apparently they are actually using the laser weapons. And I don't know exactly how these work, but we'll look at it. U.S. deploys laser tech. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Iranian Shahed drones pose a real threat.
Oh, no, we saw this one. Never mind. I got confused. Let me go back. I think there's a new one. And if I can't find it, then we'll look at something else, because I did get a little bit confused about this. I don't know exactly what it was. But, yeah, they have been using more of these to begin with. Let me go ahead and look at it over here. You see the Big Chungus bomber images? No, I did not see the Big Chungus bomber images. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Bro, that's so...
All right, we begin with the very latest.
I mean, it's 4, but it's kind of old.
Last week, since the mission began, U.S. forces striking over 3,000.
That guy's underranked.
They called it Epic Chungus, though, right? Like, I'm like 99% sure that did not happen. Oh, God.
I think he's... You know what? He could be specifically playing better against... Not always.
Finishing Iran's missile and drone capabilities. Since the start of the war, there's been a 90% drop in Iran missile attacks and an 82% drop in drone attacks.
And new satellite images are showing the destructive aftermath of facilities in Iran. This image shows what a missile base looks like before and after the strikes. And this is the damage at a coastal military facility inside of the country.
Meanwhile, President Trump is demanding total submission from the Iranian regime. Writing on Truth Social, there will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender.
Damn.
After that, the selection of a great and acceptable leader, we and many of our wonderful and very brave allies and partners will work tirelessly to bring Iran back from the brink of destruction, making it economically bigger, better, and stronger than ever before.
Today, President Trump, First Lady Melania Trump, and members of the cabinet will attend a dignified transfer for the service members who were killed in Kuwait. It will be held at Dover Air Force Base.
And as a grateful nation honors these 6 soldiers, we're learning more about who they
Damn, these guys are rated pretty high. And
Cody Cork's calling in life.
by the way, this is not a normal 2.
His longtime friend telling reporters he has always been dedicated to this country and all of what it stands for.
Man.
Fellow soldier who served under Cork.
It's good if he faked it, then I don't know what to do.
I'm surprised that it was only 6 people. Like, especially over a week or something like that, I would have expected more people to get killed. Like, just basically based off of numbers, mistakes, and just scale. Honestly, I'm really surprised.
A solid leader who would never put a soldier in harm's way. And then Sergeant First Class Nicole Amor, who's just returning home to her husband and 2 children when the deadly drone strike happened. Her husband says she loved gardening and making salsa from peppers and tomatoes she grew with her
tomatoes.
Sergeant First Class Noah Teichens, he was a Nebraska native who taught martial arts, and he is described by friends as a dedicated family man and a soldier. His family friends say that the news of his death put his loved ones in denial, especially as they planned on celebrating his 43rd birthday this past Thursday.
That's sad.
He leaves behind his wife and a 12-year-old son. Sergeant Declan Cody was also killed, and he is only 20 years old. He had been checking in with his family from Kuwait every hour or 2 after Operation Epic Fury kicked off last weekend. His father telling the Associated Press that he stopped responding to messages on Sunday, which prompted concerns from the family.
Jeffrey R.
He's younger than me.
is a dedicated major who received a number of medals, including the Meritorious Unit Commendation.
Like most of my viewers are that old, over 43.
They are in shock,
Jesus.
grieving and grappling with the reality
just 6
of losing
soldiers.
the
Yeah,
most
I expected to be way
important man in
more.
their lives. He leaves behind his wife and at least 3 young children. Chief Warrant Officer 3 Robert M. Marzon was just 2 months away from returning home to Sacramento on his last deployment after serving in the Army for more than 30 years, according to his niece, who honored her uncle in a Facebook post. Pentagon is waiting for medical examiners to positively identify the soldier and confirm his death. Marzon has a wife and children
going there?
At home.
Very distant.
Live in Tel Aviv with the very latest on the war front. Good morning, Nate.
Hey guys, good morning. And President Trump sort of warned the American public that more casualties are likely as that
well, maybe we're not, but I don't know. I hope we're not. Because he's going for demos the other team.
Operation Epic Fury as a 15 on a scale of 1 to 10. He says it's going incredibly.
Oh, good. I thought it would be
a lot of damage on the Iranian regime. And
yeah, it's a bit laggy.
And Israeli forces are doing that with Israel overnight leading the charge with new strikes. Both in Tehran.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and like there were so many other bombing videos. Like it was insane.
But also on Hezbollah positions in Lebanon. So take a look at this new video as they took out an IRGC military university as well as Iranian missile storage sites both above and below ground. In Lebanon, Israel hit Hezbollah rocket launchers and weapons depots. The IDF said that it launched that new wave of broad-scale strikes in Tehran this morning with 80 Israeli fighter jets coordinating in the attack as the U.S. and Israel continue degrading Iran's offensive and defensive capabilities. However, that capability still exists, and the regime can still attack. Overnight, Iranian drones struck near the Dubai airport. Earlier in the night, an Iranian drone struck an oil facility in southern Iraq. Despite that, Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, said this morning, quote, "I should apologize to the neighboring countries that were attacked by Iran."
This is what got him mad, bro. Like, this is it. Because he apologized.
On my own behalf. From now on, they should not attack neighboring countries or fire missiles at them unless we are attacked from those countries. I think we should solve this through diplomacy. He blames some of these incidents.
See, this is what they always say. They want to solve things by diplomacy.
That's crazy.
But what they do is they use diplomacy as effectively a stopgap to allow them to gather their forces and then attack again. So they call for diplomacy whenever they're on the defensive, and then they call for basically jihad when they're on the offensive. That's what they do. And so, like, this is it. They're stalling for time. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's amazing that anybody even buys into this anymore.
Called it on miscommunication because
just
so
like fake
many
diplomacy?
of the Iranian leadership has been killed at this point. Iran has fired on 12 countries across the region. They've hit military and civilian targets. Many of those countries are, of course, furious. President Pezeshkian said yesterday that mediation talks are now underway with several Gulf states. Now, the IRGC is claiming to have attacked an oil tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. Also, overnight, we know that their Navy is decimated with, as you mentioned, the U.S. having sunk 43 ships on top of those 3,000 targets on the ground.
That's actually, it must
feel... Iran still does possess capabilities. We saw that here in Tel Aviv. The sirens went off 6 times yesterday, several times this morning as well. And we saw dozens of interceptor missiles go off over my shoulder.
Wasn't it 6 times?
One missile was intercepted over Tel Aviv, another one landed in an open area. So despite the fact that Iran...
Oh yeah, no, I think talking about it. I don't know what he's talking about.
So Nate, you're there in Tel Aviv. Can you give us a sense of what civilian life feels like right there during daylight hours? It looks like traffic behind you is traveling. Is that lighter than it normally is?
Seems pretty normal to me. Yeah, it seems very normal, honestly.
It's definitely lighter than it normally is. Now, you know, in Israel, they're used to being attacked, so it's not like life grinds to a total halt.
You just attack another country, and now you're crying about your soldiers dying? What, Iran's never attacked anybody? Iran attacked, like, 14 countries. Are we really talking... Is there any sort of proportionality to this? Absolutely not.
But compared to my previous trips here, this is now my third time in Tel Aviv. Businesses are closed much more than they normally are. There are fewer people out on the streets. But that being said, people do still move on with their lives. War is a reality here. So you do still see people out on the streets, but not quite as much as normal.
Nate, what is the death toll in Israel? Do we know that number?
Well, so there have been 2 deadly strikes in Tel Aviv.
I'd say probably a few hundred people, right?
Or near Tel Aviv.
It's got to be a few hundred people.
Jerusalem.
Yeah.
I believe the number is 7. I'll have to double check on that exact number.
7? Holy shit.
But relative to the punishment that has been inflicted,
Damn, a champ too. I think that
it's not close.
could even be champ.
just a massive success from a military perspective.
Right.
But as we saw last night
Bunkers
here in Tel Aviv,
everywhere? Wow.
the people of Israel and
I just thought they
also,
would have hit more people.
the other countries in the region, despite the fact that Pezeshkian of Iran is saying that these
That's
attacks
10 seconds.
will stop. We'll actually see if that actually happens.
All right.
Thank you, Nate.
Thanks, Nate.
Holy
We're
shit,
gonna move over
man.
to Griff, who's going to give us a wall walk.
Yeah, and Rachel, when Nate Foy says that this has been a clear military success, Operation Epic Fury, just 1 week in, under the leadership of Secretary Hegseth, General Kane, and Admiral Cooper, has really broken records for its successes. Let's look at exactly what the American forces have used. 2,000.
I don't know about it.
Everything.
I really am bad at government.
Massive ordnance penetrators.
Maybe he didn't have a role.
200 different fighters,
Except
from missile
wanting to go.
launchers to fighter jets to attack jets
Jesus
to
Christ.
things that even the administration says they can't tell us. And
I'm surprised they had 2,000, honestly. Or 200
the two
fighters.
aircraft carriers,
That's nuts.
the Lincoln and the Ford. A third one we're told may be on the way in the B-1 and B-2 bombers. What have they hit? The Iranian asset loss count, 3,000 targets struck. To include the missile launching capabilities, we have seen the decrease of the number of missiles that Iran has been able to launch down 90%, drones down 83%.
Jesus.
43 Iranian ships destroyed. It is, in 1 week, Operation Epic Fury has essentially wiped out the Iranian Navy. And, of course, one submarine.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how they have any ships left. I assumed that they would have blown them up a while ago.
Oh no, maybe he's talking about the fighters.
You saw in Nate's report that Iran's president saying they were apologizing to countries they hit. Well, they hit a lot of countries. They hit
every single
Christian,
one. The only country they didn't hit was China.
Oh, wait.
That was basically.
Can you hear me? I think there's a delay, but I'm not entirely sure.
The region,
it's
essentially
insane.
everybody from, of course, Israel.
You say fuck
and
everybody.
Saw the U.S. bases in Kuwait, in Bahrain, in Qatar, in the UAE. They hit Oman as well. The Strait of Hormuz is right here. That's why there's so much. Saudi Arabia. And then even all
I don't know.
to Azerbaijan,
Going well.
they hit.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why so many of
As a Christian, just kidding, I'm not Christian, but we have the same values. I think that
if you're the common denominator,
as a Christian, I bet you're very pro the attack on Iran. As a Jewish person, I agree.
See where that goes.
And I'm American.
Guys, of the game changer in all of this is that when the U.S. and Israel launched this attack, the reaction to the
basically, I don't know.
is something that is.
I'm an immigrant, and I'm against
countries in places like Bahrain, in the UAE, in Qatar, in Saudi Arabia. These are
I don't know.
tourist destinations. They have a lot at stake, and when bombs are raining down on them,
I think it's a good
they're
thing.
not going to sit by and take it.
They're clearly upset at Iran. My question is,
Oh,
can it
what?
cut both ways? Could any of these countries also be upset that maybe they want
nice.
to do a better job of protecting them?
What? Oh,
or are they
that's
satisfied
okay.
with the level of protection they're having?
Yeah, it certainly complicates
I've
things.
said that, but
also, I would imagine when we look back at this,
but he pushed
this
whatever.
dynamic will be probably one of the most important dynamics.
Let's see.
And the Iranian president makes a very
It's too very possible.
Iranian regime has in place all these mechanisms that if somebody gets knocked off, strikes still occur. And so maybe a lot of these strikes did occur in a vacuum of leadership.
I think that's exactly what happened. I think the amount of leadership that we've killed, and I think that them probably having their communications cut probably is the reason why you're having so many decisions that seem like they're completely counter to each other. I think it's because they don't have any sort of centralized leadership at all.
Oh, no.
Then that raises the second question.
That's the only way it
which
makes
is,
sense.
Okay, well then if we're going to demand absolute surrender, total surrender, then who do you who surrenders?
Yeah.
In that leadership vacuum.
Well, the IRGC.
Okay, I have that.
Sort of an
So it was the double.
I'm not sure what the latest count is, but at one point,
Oh, I got a
they
flip.
fired more missiles on the UAE than they had even Israel. In
What the fuck are they
I didn't think it.
They're shooting missiles at the UAE. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. They're crazy. Oh my fucking God.
That's why they are getting into this fight. That's why they're drawing a line, their own red line.
IRGC has central leadership north from the surrender, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Iran is so dumb.
Just in terms of distance, or what is the political
higher chance of hitting?
They have goals, like, I understand their goals. They want the Western world to not have oil. But attacking UAE, like, what? Bro, like, what are they thinking?
At the same time, you're seeing that
they're attacking a lot of Arab brothers.
have been hit,
like, so dumb.
in tourist areas.
So dumb. Like,
catching on fire. And that's where they've said no.
I mean, we almost got.
The goal was they thought perhaps that
Damn, they're like a crazy.
The Gulf states, they would then put pressure on the Trump
Get a win,
administration to stop the war.
I don't know. I feel like it's because he.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian.
Oh no, we gotta focus up here. We could lose.
Those other countries, that those other countries would say, "Oh my God, we're getting bombed because of the United States. We have to go and push the United States to stop doing this war." But I think that backfired, and what they're saying now is they're looking at Iran and they're saying, "Why the fuck are you bombing us? We're supposed to be kind of on the same side. Like, what are you doing this to us for? We weren't even the ones that attacked you." So I think that's really kind of what happened. And I think also, like, generally, I mean, you know, like, you have something like that happen, it's going to piss off a lot of fucking people, too.
Business owners lay awake at
Oh, that was even going.
pressure on them. Patriot Software.
My gosh, let's go, guys.
Like accounting and payroll. Use Patriot Software and you'll sleep better.
Damn, I'm almost.
You know, you're not going to get me to back away. This is, you know what this is exactly.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Hold on, let me finish the thought. Let me just finish the thought real quick. Bill Maher, when he said the 9/11 guys were obviously terrible terrorists, but did it take courage to run into the buildings? Of course it did.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, my 2v2 rating is.
Bill Maher was right. Obviously, that's
well, whatever. It's still done.
I wish they hadn't done it. It's a terrible, disgusting thing to do, but this is kind of obvious.
If it was Netanyahu who got killed in this war, I'm pretty certain Yuchek Yuga would not be lining up to call him courageous because of the way he stood up to the terrorism from Iran.
Imagine what a sick person you have to be to call the Iranian Ayatollah, the supreme leader of Iran, who massacred his own people and spread terrorism and war throughout the Middle East, a courageous person. A courageous, brave fighter. Why? Because he resisted Israel. Because he didn't bend the knee, bow down.
I mean, it's true, but why is that bad?
And I sit here in Tel Aviv.
In this case, it's bad. When, like, countries like Norway and random countries are against it. Sure, that's fine. But, like, when Iran, you're talking about Iran.
Take a look.
Like, I don't know, you should even if you agree with them going against Israel, like,
in particular, the flip-flop
praising them is great.
Over this question of whether
well, that was like
a preemptive action because of something that Israel may do or not. But I just want to talk to you first of all about the little exchange you and I had on X, because I was a little bit bemused by this. You posted this on Sunday. I criticized Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei 1,000 times.
He actually never criticized him. This was checked on Grok on X. He never spent any time criticizing the supreme leader. He only criticizes Israel.
Was oppressing his own people and preventing democracy. But there's one thing you can't take away from him. He died on his own 2 feet instead of kneeling to Israel. That took courage.
Didn't criticize him at all, but who cares? He hates.
And I responded
to Morgan hates.
Saying that
doesn't mean sure. Still dumb because never criticized. But he is dumb.
That's cowardly, not courageous.
Like,
I just wonder whether
doesn't like the Iranian government.
Happy about the wording of
never criticized. I don't know. I feel like that's like a white truth.
Not bowing to
Israel. But Piers Morgan does have a lot of
top people
that aren't.
Would be sitting down, ironically, and he got blown to pieces because of his decades of terrorism he waged against Israel. But I didn't see a man showing any great courage either before, during, or after his demise.
Yeah. So I definitely want to address what Matt Schlapp just said in the heart of this issue. But in terms of that issue, Piers, I don't know why it's so confusing to you. So Ayatollah was a terrible guy.
Oh, what?
The Young Turks a million times.
Actually, they never say it. again. He keeps saying that we say the Ayatollah and Hezbollah and Hamas are bad, but they only say that before going on to criticize the main people who are bad, according to him, who are Israel. So he's lying when he says, I always criticize the Ayatollah. He never does it.
And he represses his own people.
I can.
At the same time,
I just think it doesn't.
Cowards all over the Middle East, Europe, and
but I do.
Bowing to Israel. And no matter what they do, they bow.
That's like some pretty bad thing.
Killed. I mean, look at what happened to Hezbollah. Look at what happened to Hamas. You know, what you got to give Israel credit for is they're excellent in terms of intelligence and military. That's why they should fight their own wars and not drag us into it. But does it take courage to know that you're going to be killed and take on Israel anyway and refuse to bend a knee? Of course it does. Where's the question? Like, you're trying to make it seem like since he has 99 other terrible qualities, we have to lie and say that it's not courageous to take on Israel when you know you're going to die.
Have to lie. Of course, that's literally the definition.
Okay, but I would say this is a bit like saying, Adolf Hitler was a terrible man, but because part of him may have thought, well, I may end up dead if I pursue this policy of wanting global domination through Holocaust and other means, that somehow that was an act of courage. It wasn't. The guy was a genocidal maniac. I'm struggling to see what is courageous about this Ayatollah.
Yeah, so Piers, it's so easy to say, this guy is bad, so everything about him is bad. And if anybody says anything good about him, then you're a monster. For example, the whole thing about...
Bro, I don't know, there's a guy that said he likes Piers Morgan, literally because he aligns with the majority of the population. That's pretty dumb. Like someone, if they align with the majority.
I think he's strategically brilliant.
I don't know, it kind of defines.
Say something positive about a person who's terrible. Yeah, Netanyahu is one of the worst terrorists in the world, but he is.
But that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is what you've not explained to me is where the courage is in this Ayatollah's position. He was a ruthless leader
Piers, look,
who pursued
I
a
love
policy.
You, brother,
well, hang on, let me finish.
But why
hang on. Let me articulate what I mean. So I'm struggling to see what is courageous.
Trying to basically, I don't know here, but I think he's literally trying to do the popular opinion, trying to portray the popular.
It wages a systematic, targeted series of
it's possible.
Houthis and Hamas attempts to try and obliterate Israel.
But I've seen him like talk on.
There's something courageous about that.
I've seen him talk on trigonometry. Literally believe, like
you're switching. It's like a three-card Monty. I'm saying he was courageous for taking on Israel when almost all the other world cowards and kneel before Israel, and you're saying wait, it's not courageous to oppress your own people.
By the way, guys, 1 million subscribers is a lot of. I don't know, the majority of the people I watch. Yeah, I think the majority of people I watch is below 100, below 1 million, not 100. A lot of them are actually 100,000.
Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, they all bow like cowards. It's a disgusting display. None of us want to see it, so. No, you're not going to get me to back away. This is, you know what this is exactly.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. Hold on,
let me finish the thought.
Let me ask you this.
Real quick. 10 seconds. Bill Maher, when he said the 9/11 guys were obviously terrible terrorists. Obviously, Bill Maher thinks that. But did it take courage to run into the buildings? Of course it did. Of course, they're heinous, terrible people, but Bill Maher was right. Obviously, that's not a cowardly thing to do.
I mean, it's too much to ask. I think I could have tried better. But still, that shot, if no ground, is too much to ask.
Saying something that is true. But let's try to use it to smear
for a diamond one.
Pretend that he meant that the Ayatollah was an angel. That's not remotely
I don't think it was true. And if it was Netanyahu who got killed in this war, I'm pretty certain Yuchek Yuga would not be lining up to call him courageous because of the way he stood up to the terrorism from Iran.
But he hides behind America. He hides behind everyone else.
Right.
Netanyahu has no courage at all. But on the other hand, hold on, as I just told you,
you would not call him courageous. That's my point.
As I just told you, no, because Israel is like the safest place on earth. It has Iron Dome, it has nukes, it has
the safest place on earth. All we've been doing here is running back and forth from the shelters.
I don't know. Dave Smith is just
perfectly,
says now that the U.S. is as big of a terrorist or
Lebanon, Hezbollah.
Israel. Like I don't know. Like going into Tucker Carlson.
There was a rocket that fell on Beit Shemesh that killed, what was it, like 9 people? A ballistic missile that blew a home to pieces.
Tucker Carlson literally doesn't even believe.
Military in the Middle East to say, and it has all of America backing it, all of Europe backing it. So that's not any courage. Like, oh,
and then Candace Owens, I think she doesn't believe, but she's
smart though. So like,
but she basically
about Netanyahu, even though I think he's the
basically bases her whole identity on revenge.
Strategically, he is today. He uses that.
I don't know. Maybe she agrees with. I don't think. Maybe I don't.
His wars at the tune of $8 trillion. He pushed us into the Iraq War. He just pushed us into.
And then I don't know. I shouldn't even talk about. I will, but I shouldn't even talk about Nick Fuentes. I heard he's so unpopular. Way more.
I'm gonna come back and get your response to.
Like his name is way more popular than actual.
Or nuanced. Like I really.
Like no one even follows him.
They only bring him on.
Then, but same with Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson.
Complete retard. A couple of points that need to be made here. First of all.
Oh, there's alarms.
There's no connection between him oppressing him.
It's a bit delayed.
And quote, not bowing to Israel or resisting against Israel.
Oh, it's some random.
I think there is very much a connection. It's part of
some random.
Ideology. It's the Islamic fundamentalist Shia ideology
from Hezbollah. Not even
Islam across the Middle East against the Sunni world. And
they're even weaker than
Muslims and
including the terrorist proxy
on their own people. So women have to wear hijabs, versions of Sharia law and so forth. No freedom of speech, of course.
Yeah, there's just more over there.
The Ayatollah.
Right?
So those are the same thing, part of the same destructive ideology, views.
Bro, I thought he would.
The Muslim Messiah coming, the end of days after we go and destroy Israel is part of the same ideology that says
that was good.
Crack down on my own people.
Not that good because
to observe these Islamic laws, put women for not wearing the hijab.
It's still Hezbollah.
It's actually part of the same.
Like you can.
It's very much connected. That's one point. Then this second point, which is the more important one, about bowing to Israel. This thing is so retarded, all right? You don't need to bow to Israel in order to not... He talked about how, Hamas, Hezbollah, and now Iran are all courageous in resisting and fighting Israel. And
I don't know. Basically, people in Israel say retarded a lot. Also because,
who say our goal is to destroy Israel. And...
Retarded is,
of course, after October 7th, Israel destroyed them. All right? But that doesn't mean you need to.
Bad in it.
I'll give you an example of
it's like Mefager, it's also a swear, but
I've been to Egypt.
Not as political.
Half the time, when I say I'm from Israel, they all get aggressive and start cursing me. They have no contacts with Israel. No Egyptians ever.
And basically, if you
the word
I don't know.
On their maps.
I think not saying Mefager is correct. That's like the weakest.
All you have is a very superficial agreement between the government. Their
government,
a lot of it to fight ISIS in Sinai and to contain Hamas, which is the Muslim Brotherhood threat to Egypt. Hardly bowing to us. This is like the most anti-Semitic country on earth, country that is like obsessively hates Israel, every person on the street. They don't bow to Israel. Yet, Egypt is perfectly
there's more.
Israel.
It's
Why?
random.
Because they signed a peace treaty. Because they don't declare at
Still
any
random.
the goal is to annihilate Israel.
Yeah,
They don't fire rockets at Israel.
a lot, but it's not.
They don't get killed. They don't die in their bunker.
And the population of these areas are.
Or like the Hamas people. Because they just make it clear that
the ones that
on the political level. The people
let me see.
Say that, but okay. We'll take what we can. Of course, it's the same with Jordan. It's the same with Saudi Arabia, the UAE, all these countries. They have no love for Israel. They don't bow to Israel. Their relations with Israel are almost non-existent, very, very superficial, and they're safe. So that's the thing, nobody needs to bow. Nobody needs to be subservient. This isn't about submission, which is the
also like the American army wants to
submit.
Like they want
to submit to Islam. They
want the American
submit to them. That's what.
Not what you think.
The Jews who have their own
like the militants, the U.S. kind of want.
Everything he's saying about bowing down to mean it.
And there's a all-time high in.
That's what the dhimmi status of the non-Muslim in these Muslim empires who pays the jizya tax and all that.
People that want to go to the army. Because also, it's not even like we're doing this so easily. I know other places in the Middle East, like that's kind of sad for you. But Iran, like, it's crazy how bad they're.
Say, oh, I'm just criticizing Israel, but it's the usual. The Jews control.
And I know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do well in Iran.
To the fire, and of course, most people can see that Cenk is a complete moron, and he's only on the show because he brings views when he throws tantrums like a complete maniac.
I'm here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm about to enter one of the craziest and most chaotic slums in the world.
This is Makoko, where more than 300,000
Oh, nice shot. That was actually a very impressive. Seems simple, but kind of got a powerful.
Their livelihood, but it's also their
without that powerful
bathtub.
Oh man, I just saw the kid drink the water.
It's so dangerous that I had to hire 2 policemen to protect me so I don't get robbed. But the biggest threat is the government, because it's only a matter of time until these people.
I mean, it's a 1v1, so it makes sense you gotta go.
So, who lives here, and how long will they fight to stay? I'm about to spend a day in their world to find out.
We're in the outskirts of Makoko right now. People banging on the car. Don't put the camera.
I say get front, come looking for front.
He said this is our community. You can't just come in here like that without like permission, basically.
There's literally like 20 people surrounding our car.
I just told them now I'm going to see the chief. We were like, oh, I should have told them that. I should have waited. But like I've not seen you people before, and I don't know you people.
People are very like protective about their communities here.
Are they guiding you there, or they're like still telling you to fuck off?
No, they're guiding me there. No,
He knows exactly where he's going.
Here we go. Let the madness begin. Thank you for driving us. I've heard so many things about this place.
It's a whole community in here. It's crazy.
And it's a big community.
Every time you hear the word Oyibo, they're talking about you.
The word Oyembo.
Oh my gosh.
White guy.
You hear it? It's you.
They're referring to me. Or Mate.
Bro, I waited here. That's crazy. Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Hola,
this is crazy. I see like dozens of boats and big wooden sticks that they're using to push off the edge. If I fall in the water, it's game over.
There's no way you don't fall in the water.
Leave me there. If I fall in the water, leave me there.
This water, yeah.
My
name is Nice to meet you, bro. Have you been here before?
This is my first time. Most Nigerians, this is their first time.
Exactly. It's the whole thing.
So, what do you think so far?
The environment.
I think we're gonna come out very humbled by
very
this
humbled.
experience.
I mean, somehow it made it higher. Maybe it would.
You can see like the only way to get from point A to point B is to take a boat. Like you can't walk around because of the water. I guess you could swim. Would you swim in the water?
No, never.
That was a dead dog. These taxi drivers, they're just like all day, just
all
pumping
day.
the stick.
Yes.
Wow, I can't even gather my thoughts right now. This is really, really crazy. The water smells really, really bad. There's trash everywhere. But I'm seeing a lot of smiling faces, which is really nice. Like through the cracks, everyone's waving and smiling. You can see the little land that they do have is being used fully. So here they're having a soccer game and the kids are just kicking it around. But this is really one of the only plots of land that you'll see here. Everything else is just kind of makeshift or it's just inside of their homes. I don't think I've ever seen so many kids in my life.
Did you guys see the Afro-Japanese fusion restaurant over there? Makoko Waterfront.
Afro-Japanese fusion?
I love it.
This lady's cooking a full meal here. She has the fire going. That is amazing. It's a full restaurant on the boat.
What?
This lady has an entire chef.
Afro-Japanese is
cool. Hey, how are you? Hello. They're all saying oui, oui, like I'm French. It's amazing. There's kids everywhere. There's like kids' school boats going by. They're mostly under 10.
little boy said if you film me, I'll kill you. Run away, he's over there.
It's him, Haiti.
What's your name? Nice to meet you. How old are you? Can I ask you about your tribal marks? Who gave those to you?
There's marks that are being made when people are sick. They make a mark and then they put some medicine in it, and then it becomes a thing. This is not any type of tribal mark. It's just, in her particular case, this is what it is.
Makoko started as a small fishing village in the 1800s, way before Lagos became the mega city it is today.
Oh, it's not.
It grew into one of the
it is weird that
settlements in West Africa. The residents are primarily from the
maybe it's not.
whose ancestors
I'm not even.
who migrated here in search of
What?
better waters.
Bro, I cornered myself.
Fishing isn't just
How did I do that?
It's a legacy passed down through generations. Nearly every family owns a canoe, whether it's for catching shrimp or traveling to school or the market. But life on the water presents a unique set of challenges. I'm meeting up with a chief's son named Sunday
Damn,
to
that's
tell us a little more about this place he calls home.
What is the biggest challenge of living here?
I'll say living on water is part of our culture. Like I can say, we are very happy living in this place. The challenges we're facing is just from the government. They want everybody to live equably.
This is your home, so...
Yes, this is our home, but...
I mean, he did get it. He was gonna school.
It's not good.
But
another challenge is education. We run
opponent
this place for free education, like for the kids. The first school in this place was given in 2009.
I've never seen
nothing like education. So the plan is just to make sure that the kids, they have
I don't see the reason.
So they go out to college, go to university, and then get a good job.
I don't think
houses are everywhere. It's sprawling. If somebody wants to move here and make a house, anybody can just like build a house?
No, you can just get it anywhere and build a house. That's why we have a chief. If you want to build a house, you come to the chief and tell the chief, so I need a place for my family to build a house.
Okay, this
okay, this is where you should build your house.
Is it dangerous here?
No, it's not really safe.
I didn't need a doubt.
Yeah. And you know the guys that comes to the car, so I actually spoke to him on the phone.
So you have to know someone.
You have to know someone, exactly.
Sunday sheds so much light on what it's actually like to live here, but there is a lot more to explore. For now, I'm ready to grab some lunch and see what kind of seafood these fishermen are bringing in.
Wow, man.
See, this is how they smoke the fish.
That was amazing. It smells really good. It's a smoky flavor. Hi, how are you?
Imagine those guys work like
the fish, like from which fisherman?
I don't know. I already think I know what type of.
What's the best and the worst thing about living in Makoko?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they don't even have.
That whenever we're in Makoko, it makes our business so easy.
Maybe it's not that.
Easy to get the fish from the fishermen, and easy for us to smoke it and to take it to the market.
What's the worst part about living here?
La 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 la, so la la la.
Despite the fact that we are struggling hard to make our living, the government is still giving us problems.
Everybody blame the government.
Yes, everybody.
We are now choosing the fish for lunch, which looks amazing. They're gold, they're really smoky. This is awesome. The smoke is intense. That's our plate. Have you ever had fish like that? Like smoked like that?
I have, but never like right off the grill. So you're doing well in this smoke situation. I can't keep my eyes open.
That smoke is.
Oh damn! Oh no, it's Diva.
Cooking the fish and
damn.
All day. I just came over here to gather my thoughts right now. I'm amazed. I'm appreciative. I'm disgusted.
Bro, what kind of times did the last two?
We are now gonna go eat this fish. As I sit down and look
It probably really actually 20 seconds.
So
it's a short live, like it.
And it smells really, really good.
Oh, hello, bro. Oh, I lost.
Before. Yeah, how do you do it?
Almost at a 50.
Okay. Then you open it. Yeah. Bon appetit.
But now I'm 50.1. That's just small.
Perfectly smoked.
Didn't I just win as well?
Really tasty. This community is built on fishing. Fish is everything, so it's really cool to try what they're known for.
Didn't I hit the ball?
So one fish is $6. You told me the average family earns $5 a day, so they can't afford one fish. This is the most expensive fish.
Yes.
And do they sell it out of here, or do they just sell it?
They sell it outside. No,
outside. Okay.
Nobody buy this in this community. They take it outside community to sell it.
Yeah. So this fish is precious fish that comes from here, and they sell it outside of the community.
Yeah.
And damn, it's tasty.
Why do I always win?
You like it?
Love it.
You're not talking over here, so
Love
don't tell me
it.
that you like it.
Listen, so good.
Hey, I've noticed a lot of the kids in their belly button, it like goes out. Is that like, what is that? What?
It's the way that they
They cut the umbilical cord?
It's no common in Nigeria.
and also it's kind of hereditary so but if the mother has something big like that,
Got it.
it's just good luck.
Damn, a one play.
You got it.
Look, he got here
They're picking up a dragon.
basically ahead of the order. Crazy back.
It reminds me of Tawi Tawi in the Philippines, but this one is definitely dirtier. It's like a maze in here. So we've made it to a little corner here where there's a family. This is their house.
Where did you come
their
from?
Food. Hi, how are you? So the whole family would sleep in this one room, right?
Yes.
Is this pretty much like a standard house here in Makoko?
Yes, this house, most of the houses
Oh, man.
inside looks
I got it
like
out.
Makoko.
Or when it rains, does the water come through the roof? Or
It was not an easy job for some reason.
But it's okay, there's no problem.
For showers and stuff, how does
We have to put a jerry can.
Oh, nice shot.
Boat goes to where the border point is to fresh water.
That's
to the house.
So everyone
Went over everyone
Every
here.
morning.
every morning?
Yeah, every morning.
So she has.
Well, I thought he even did a.
She had
That's
to
not even
use
the.
more solar before, which is normal.
It is pretty.
Solar power.
And it went.
Kind of like peacefulness here.
Yeah,
because
well,
everyone's
it's-
on their phone all the time. Everyone's like in the community.
I started using smartphone 2021.
2021.
Yes, that's when I started using smartphone.
Really? It
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
opened up your eyes.
Yeah, it actually opened my eye a lot, and it also helps me to talk to the students about it and internet. But you know, one thing about people here is like they only work hard just to survive, just put the food on the table, nothing else.
They don't think about future savings, nothing.
Want to buy a car, want to build a house, if you want to do this, no.
It's just day by
So
day.
as long as they have the food on the table, they're fine.
So the bathroom here is a curtain, and literally you go inside, and this is the.
How
bathroom.
much that
They
there?
actually cut it to be kind of a toilet. But once again, there are people swimming in this water, they're drinking in this water, and so we now need to get back on the boat, but there's a bunch of boats in the way, so we have to make room.
5-0 would lead it crazy, especially in the third.
My mic just got stuck as it came on the boat onto the top of the gun. This is the mic, bro. Mic check. The gun came and like hit me in the throat. The gun was
Oh, down.
here. That's how it got the mic. What do you think about Makoko? First time.
So, I mean, the environment is not good to live.
Well, we're living
Yeah, no.
this is where I stay. And we've been reaching out to the government to do it. Can we do it alone? No. But for it to say it's not good for human beings, you see they fall inside this water. You see the water, right? This water, I'm telling you, me, I will swim this water and nothing will happen to me.
As it's dirty.
As it's dirty like this, it's a feeling now.
The government have to help some things. put this
Exactly.
in order.
That's it.
Yeah.
They need to help. This place can be clean, it can be better. We cannot do it alone. We don't have the money.
This kind of environment, I've not seen it before. Whenever I pass a terminal break, I only see building here. But I don't know it's something like this.
Damn, I'm almost done in 2.
10 years, I can tell you.
That's like the highest 3. I feel like even Diamond 1 third the highest.
Because they have to take their fish out to sell.
On one hand, I agree with my bodyguard that the living conditions in Makoko are extremely difficult. But I also sympathize with Sunday that real people live here, and their stories deserve respect. But no matter what, it's clear that this community needs serious support from the government. Nigeria is the 6th most populated country on Earth, and Lagos alone has 25 million people. So as the city keeps growing, the pressure on slums like Makoko will only...
Yeah, bro, Lagos, the craziest. Like, it's probably even around 6th most populated city.
There's nobody here. So the only time you get to see people here is during mosquito
I don't know.
Sicknesses like typhoid. Most sickness you get to see people have in this place, typhoid and malaria.
I'm amazed to learn that people don't get sick from the water here.
Like we're used to it.
It's really sad to see the situation here for a hospital. Can't imagine getting sick and coming here. I'm learning that you guys are like, your health is fine. A lot of people probably think that it's unsanitary.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
We're fine. When it comes to health, like we're fine. The only thing that is affecting us is government trying to send us away from this place. Is it possible to get fish from the water and put
Well, I mean, he saved them. It wasn't.
If you take them from this place, go put them in a beautiful house on their island, they won't be able to stay. Like, they want to stay in this place. People here, their life they're living is different life and that. Like, you don't just consider it with the one you're living outside there. It's different.
Have you ever had, like, maybe, I don't know, a conversation with any of those councils to be like, okay, we don't want to go to land, but maybe this place can be cleaned up? And have they ever put in any effort towards, like, meeting those goals?
Like, we have a lawyer now. We go there, we sit down with them, like, many times to compromise with them, talk to them. Okay, this is what we want. But they just want to send people out of... In Nigeria now, you know, this business
How does that
is
even
around in Nigeria now. Real estates, every small part of the water, they want to sample it and sell it.
I think it's important to listen to people. Earlier when they were talking on the boat, I felt like both of them had points. I understood where the policeman was coming from in that, of course, it's not sanitary in a way. But that said, that doesn't mean this is not a lifestyle that somebody's living and enjoying and growing up in and being happy with and content with, you know? Like, I mean, look at them. You speak to everyone is like, I love it here. It's happy. You know, everyone's happy. We can meet someone. We can clean it up. We can make it feasible for other people as well. It's not just government interests all the time.
Makoko's backstory is even more devastating. In 2012, the Lagos government gave residents 72 hours notice before demolishing the waterfront. Nearly 3,000 people lost their homes, many without a plan to relocate. Since then, support has barely trickled in. There is no sanitation system, and diseases like malaria spread rapidly. People are surviving, but they're doing it without any help. If the government and the community work together, then real change could actually happen. So in an effort to meet more residents and hear their stories, I'm hopping back on the boat to see where the water will take me.
I just got on the boat alone with Friday. What's up, Friday? Just me and Friday going to cruise around, see what we can discover.
Really, it's not even that big. The possibility.
I like to be in my own
Actually,
just kind of see how the experience
there's the
is.
pulse.
Just me. No policemen, no security guards, nobody else. How are you?
Also,
The smells of this water is out of this world. I can't even begin to describe this smell. It's rancid, it's sticky, it's absolutely crazy that people are living down here.
You could see if the water raised just 1 meter, then this entire community would be gone. It would be flooded. You enjoy living here?
Yeah, I enjoy myself.
How much money do you make in one day?
Just 1,500.
Is it difficult to row the boat? No? It's difficult.
No.
You're strong, man.
I'm strong myself.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
What's the best and the worst thing about living here?
I don't even know, sir. But I like this place.
Look in front of us. I don't know how we're gonna get through this crack. The boat just bumps left and right. Yeah. Damn. Roadblock.
I was so lucky.
Oh, he just drank the water. Oh man, I just saw the kid drink the water. He jumped in.
Not that lucky. That was actually.
Watch out. Oh, the splash. You know, coming here to Makoko, it really humanizes
That
you.
one.
It makes you appreciate where you come from. Because there's so many people around the world living in situations like this. They don't even have access to running water, electricity, even phones, basic sanitation, education. These are gifts that we all have in the Western world. We are cruising down the highway. This is the main highway here in town. I imagine in dark...
By the way, he's saying we all, and literally, yes, it's...
This dude's just selling all kinds of shirts.
And the people that watch him usually have a
Outside, all the houses I see
phone or even a laptop.
There's a guy building nets for the fishermen. I mean, these people are just hustling like any
So
other.
they live in more fortunate areas. And I'm not saying, like, the US is one of the, literally the best, I think.
Check out a building that means a lot to him. The local.
There are other places that are good to
Thank you. This is your
Israel, and you know what, probably a lot of other places, but I shouldn't.
More.
But there are also people
This is your house.
in bad areas
These don't look like
that are going through conflict.
He actually sleeps here. No, there's no pillow and no sheets. They just sleep on the
Uh,
bed.
No blankets.
those people might be fortunate. They're just like they're like fortunate, but the normal type of fortunate, not like the fortunate that get to live in one of the best countries.
To come and give to the chief of the company said that we saw this boy in the market with
Really?
yes, so then they give him a room here to be living.
Because Europe, I don't know, I'm assuming, I feel like of Europe's reputation gone down for, but like I'm assuming in Europe
Like his brothers and sisters.
Yeah, they're like
they're more fortunate as well. Not as much as I still would.
Do you remember when you were really young, like 3, 4, 5? Do you remember what it felt like to be here without parents?
You know, parents in the better. Yes, I always went from the beginning, from initially when they that is it to think of his parent, but nowhere to be found. So until when they get to the chief place, when they meet the chief, so they treat him like the biological son.
Wow, it's very powerful, man.
I wasn't expecting to be so touched by the spirit of this orphanage. Nigeria has one of the fastest growing populations on the planet, with an average of 4.9 births per woman. And with so many kids growing up without parents, this place is...
That's not even the...
I still haven't made it yet to the local bar, and I'm dying to see where people hang out after a long day of fishing. So Aisha and I...
But it is crazy.
How are you liking Nigeria so far?
To be honest, I like places that make you think.
And this is one of them.
And this is one of them, yeah. This is one of them.
It really is.
What are your thoughts?
Humbling, like I told you it would be. I've made so many like conspiracy theories, so many little connections with like not understanding that some people are okay living like this.
They seem to be okay, yeah.
They seem to be okay.
It's just life.
Bro, in Israel, most people are right wing. It explains why two big part are right wing.
Leave me in there.
Yeah, we're tilting a little bit. She's like, what would you actually do?
I would stay in there. I'm not coming home.
So Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. That's bizarre.
Crazy. That's the point. He decided to.
When you find like a huge population of black people, almost always they're Nigerian. Like if you go to a country and you don't see any Nigerians, there's nothing.
Oh no. Okay, good. It's good that I stopped. Basically, there's gonna be.
Best political systems. We don't have the best government or whatever. It's literally.
I don't know. I'll just restart. I'll end. There might be another stream for this, but.